Hey everyone, this is Melanie with Bloom Bloom Vintage. Thank you for joining me for today's video. In today's video, I am going to be doing a super fun craft project. It's an upcycle project. And basically all I'm gonna be doing is taking these cute platform sneakers and I'm gonna be just adding some more details to them to give them a pop of color and customizing them, if you will.
I got the idea for this project by watching a video from YouTuber Twinell. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. In this video, she customizes a pair of tennis shoes based on this very girly, lacy trend for shoes that was happening in Japan at the time. I highly encourage you to go watch this video and subscribe for her very creative content. I will say, I think her project turned out better than mine based on the screenshot you're looking at right now, but I'm going to show you how mine went anyway. Before I forget, I did want to mention that I did thrift these shoes, and for the most part, they're in pretty good shape. The bottoms are a little worn, but I have worn them out previous to deciding to upcycle them. So my point is that you could easily find a pair of tennis shoes, especially something as blank as this, and do this project yourself for very little money. I actually already had the ribbon, I already had the lace out of my craft D-stash. Everything that you're about to see me do was mostly just leftover items, craft supplies. So to me, it's probably gonna total maybe like a $10 project minus my time. What I'm gonna do with these shoes now is add some ribbon trim. I have sewn some ribbon underneath a lace overlay, and I only have these two pieces as of right now, so I'm gonna have to do 2 more pieces. But my idea is to put one here, like kind of like a stripe, and then also do one on the back, again like a stripe. But I don't quite have enough ribbon to do both, so I'm just going to take the same purple ribbon that I used for the shoestrings and then this lace trim, and I'm just going to sew the two together. Now that my lace pieces are done, I am ready to attach them to the shoes, and I'm a little torn. I had some different ideas about what I wanted to do. Do I just want to put the lace on both sides? Do I want to, like, how do I want to place them? But I do ultimately think I really like my original idea, and I was like, is that too fussy? But I like it because it kind of puts it all together. And so that's the next step. However, I was wondering about maybe adding, first I thought, oh, it might be kind of fun to add some of these flowers. And I do think, and I'll just kind of show you, like, I could do some purple ones. I could do like some purple and white and just kind of sew those on so that it would look approximately like so. With like the little flowers, imagine that sewn on. But I thought that's a little fussy for my taste. But I could see that being a really great idea for like a bridesmaids, like when brides and bridesmaids change out of their formal shoes for like dancing or whatever they do. I also really like the idea of doing, adding some like maybe little pearls, and I may still do that. I think that's where I want to go with this. But because my husband and I live in Clemson, South Carolina, where the University of South Carolina is, I thought these would be really cute to do. And then, well, actually I have 2 ideas. So I thought about getting a little Clemson Tigers patch to put here. And I even thought about not even doing the ribbon and only doing the patch. But I think I'm going to start with that. My other thought was to make them sort of like varsity, like do varsity letters with my initials. So my name is Melanie Mauser Shaluli. But I guess because it's Melanie Shaluli, I would do like an M here and then an S over here, like on the, either on the front or on the back. The problem is going to be finding, so this would be like M and then S on the other side. The problem is finding patches that are small enough, because most of the patches that I have looked at are 2 inches. So I think for today, I'm just going to go ahead and I think I'm just going to go ahead and put the ribbon on, and I'm going to make a decision about whether or not I want to do beads on that. And if I do the beads, it would just be on, I don't know, like, should I do it on the front and the back, or should I just do it? I like the idea of it being blingy, but I'm like, is that too much bling, you know? So I have some decisions to make. I ran across this glass bead assortment that I picked up probably a year and a half ago from Walmart, I think. I had it for a different project. I haven't even opened it, so I'm in the process of opening it right now. The bulk pack. How do you even open this thing? Let's get that done first. Okay, Walmart. I am not normally somebody who buys stuff from your store, and I appreciate the fact that you're like, we want to be child-proof. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh. I was like, that's exactly what I was scared of happening. Because I was like, if this thing blows, I'm in trouble. And I just got little seed beads everywhere. I thought the little seed beads would be good because then I can do a few, but not go too crazy. And I have to find, these are a little too small, the ones that I'm like picking up and putting away right now. But I bought this whole thing for another craft project, and like I said, I haven't opened it yet. So I like these guys, and I'm going to see if they're kind of an in-between. I don't know how well you can see that. They're pretty small. So I like that they're small, and they could just kind of like be in on the shoe, on the little lace, but not like overbearing. So I think I'm going to try to find a beading needle and just add a few of these little tiny seed beads to a couple of the lace pieces for the front. And then I will sew them, etc., etc. And I will, that's kind of cute too. But I will then proceed to add them to my shoes. Okay, so I have sewn the beads on both of the ribbons, and I am going to work on getting them onto the shoes. You can see there's the ribbons. Not the easiest thing to see, but we're doing our best. I am torn again between using E600, which is like super, super duper durable, or using my hot glue gun, which I have had, you can't see it, but I have had it plugged in. There we go. I've had it plugged in since I began working on this project today. So it's burning hot. I just don't know, but I think I'm going to go ahead and do the E600. Is that what it is? E6000. It's even more powerful. Okay, so I had a brief moment where I thought to myself, am I overdoing it? So what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put glue this backside on, because I know that I definitely want those. And then I'll decide if I want to do the front. But I feel like in order to balance it, I need something on the front. It's just like, then I think it's going to look weird without the patches, but I think if I wait and put the patches on, then I'll know. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this. All right, E6000. I'm so scared of you, but let's just do this. As I was doing this, I just got really irritated with the whole project, and I went ahead and finished the shoes. I did cut this part. I'm not crazy about how well it cut off. This side turned out better. I think if I were to do this again, I would somehow create a pattern, like copy this on a piece of paper and like trace it and then go in and create a template for this. But you know, for what it is, I'm okay with it. So I'm gonna do the other side and then I'm gonna add this part to the front and see how I like it. All right, so they have not dried. I'm gonna let them sit overnight, but this is like the final product and they're very cupcakey. Give them an order. They're very cupcakey, but at the same time, I do think they're super fun. And I think if I were to do, I also wonder if I would have been better off to run the lace along the edge here too. But for now, I'm happy with them. There's something is a little off, but they're super fun. And we'll just see if I decide to add like I was thinking a patch here, but now that I think about it, I kind of like the idea of putting the patch on the outside because I feel like that is what is missing. So I'm gonna live with these, as I said, and see what happens. But thank you so much for watching this video. I will post a link below to any references that I use, and also be sure to visit my store, Bloom Bloom Vintage, on Etsy, and I'll post the link to that before. That is where you can find any like upcycled items that I make, as well as the vintage clothing, books, children's wear, all of that stuff that I sell on Etsy. Thank you guys, we'll see you next time. Hi everybody, so I am filming a little postscript to the video. It's been several months since I filmed the original video in which I customized these platform sneakers, and 2 days after I filmed it, I still was not happy with what I had done. Something wasn't right. I felt like there was a lot of space, a lot of blank white space. So I went to Michael's and I bought these, they're ridiculous, these silver foam letters, because I went to look for like patches, like the terry cloth kind of varsity looking patches, and they just were all too big, which was what I feared. So I ended up buying these, but they're stickers, and I did use E6000 to glue them down, but as you can see, they're gonna fall off. That's just not gonna happen for very long. These are for some of my initial words, but when those do fall off, I'm gonna look for an alternative. Maybe, like I said in the earlier part of the video, might look for like a Clemson Tigers paw patch, since I live in Clemson. The other thing that was really bothering me about the shoes, I realized, was the fact that I had these purple ribbons for the shoelaces, and they just didn't look right. It was too bright of a contrast between the white of the shoe, the purple of the shoelace, and then the overlay lace of the front of the shoe and the back of the shoe. So I went in and this time I sewed with my machine. It went a lot faster than doing it by hand, additional lace over top of the purple ribbon. So the shoe now looks like this. It's not a very good bow, but they look so much more cohesive. I'm very happy with this version, and I have worn these out. This is the other shoe. I put my birth date on it, so I had my initials and my birth date. Yeah, Gen Xer here, 1978, 46 years old, and I dress like I want. I have worn these out. Nobody's commented on them, and I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but I think it's better than like hearing people snicker in the background, like hee hee, look at those stupid shoes. They're really comfortable and they're just fun. They make me happy to wear them. So this is my little shoe video, and thank you so much for watching. Please comment below and let me know what you think.